Super Bowl 53. Tom Brady wins another Super Bowl. Rams have to wait another year. What does this mean for Tom Brady's legacy? And what does this mean for the Rams? All that's coming up next. Stay tuned. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome, 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 welcome to another edition of Home to Work Vibes. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shelton Ponder. Forgive the vents in the car going off, defrosting my car. Once again, welcome to another edition of Home to Work Vibes. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Sheldon Ponder II. If you are new, do follow me, do subscribe to me here on YouTube, Sheldon Ponder II or Sheldon Ponder, whichever you find fit. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TonyGumbo21. If you are returning, do like, comment, and share this video out. We had a sporting event last night called the Super Bowl, which was mediocre and in a better sense of the word. Why was it mediocre? Well, it was mediocre because it was the lowest scoring game. It was the lowest scoring game. Now, I thought that it was going to be a higher scoring game than what it was. The score was real low, 10 points. Now, in the game, I don't know the guy's name, but let's see. Give me a sec here. Anyway, in the game, Ruby Coleman, I don't know the guy's first name, but anyway, he had a pass interference call that actually got called. Now, everybody was on Twitter last night saying, oh, that's not cool. How'd they get it right this time and not... Look, the referees admitted it that they missed the call. So what? So what? Anyway, Stephon Gilmore had one of the greatest plays. Jared Goff was pressured to throw in the football, Stephon Gilmore went how to get it. That right there is what sealed the deal for them. Now, all through the night, Aaron Donald was in Tom Brady's face all night. That's why the game was so low. That's why the score was so low. Because Aaron Donald is one of those guys that you can't defend. You can't defend him. It's tough. It's tough. You can't defend him. You can't. Because once you try and defend him, he's already got you beat. Aaron Donald, I give respect to him. I like what he does. I like what he does. I like his work ethic. I like his tenacity. I like that about him. I've liked Ndamukong Suh ever since he came into the league in 2010. Because Ndamukong Suh, you know, here's the thing about him. Everybody wants to call him a dirty player. Everybody wants to call him a dirty player. Is he really a dirty player? Like, seriously, is he? That's the same thing they say about Vontaze Burfict. Oh, Vontaze Burfict is a dirty player. Well, not exactly. You know, they're just doing what their defensive coaches are telling them to do. You know, you want to be sissified, play flag football. Play flag football. But this is a man's game. And you can't sit and say, oh, I'm not going to tackle the quarterback. I'm not going to make some big plays, because that's you can't. You don't get a game check because of that. But anyway, Tom Brady won his 6th Super Bowl. Second in this many years. Now, what does this mean for his legacy? Well, this means that he's the greatest. Excuse me. Do I consider him the greatest? Yes and no. He had leverage in 2015 called Deflategate, where the football that they were using in the 2014 championship game against the Indianapolis Colts was underinflated. To get leverage. The only thing is that the NFL called him, the NFL suspended him. Now, it goes back to 2001, actually. The Tuck rule. Now, this is when people never liked Tom Brady. Because he actually fumbled it. And now let's just back up here. What if that never happened? What if the Tuck rule was taken away, was banished in 2013, which is good because it's clearly a fumble. If your hand is going forward, it's called forward progress. If your hand is going forward and you're throwing the ball and your hand is halfway there, boom, it's forward progress. Because your hand, the football is going in the direction of the wide receiver, and the defender hits your hand, that's going to cause you to throw forward progress. But like I said, let's take it back. Let's take it back to 2001, shall we? What if that call wasn't? If that call was a fumble? Then you would have had, there would be no legacy started. There would be no dynasty started. Maybe in 2003, 2004, but not in 2001. See, had that actually been considered a fumble, then it would have been the Raiders and the Rams in the Super Bowl. Now, had the instant replay been in place then, as it is now, where they go up to New York, New Jersey, and they get in contact with the people up there, it would have been considered a fumble. Raiders would have recovered it, closed the game out, boom. That story would have been different. Now, why am I going back? Because had that not happened, had it actually been considered a fumble, would have been a whole different story. Whole different story. Whole different story it would have been. But nonetheless, I don't like the Patriots. I think the Patriots are showboat too much sometimes. But I will give them credit where credit is due. That game was sloppy last night. Man, everybody on Twitter was like, man, this is the most boring game I've ever seen. And normally, Super Bowls are not boring. I mean, low-scoring game. The halftime show was trash. I mean, everybody was talking about it. talking about Maroon 5, how they butchered it, and the only person that actually brought the show to life was Big Boi. You know, Big Boi is from Atlanta. Anybody who follows hip-hop like I do, Big Boi is from Atlanta. And you know, he brought out Sleepy Brown and the band, and oh my goodness. That was the real entertainment. But the rest of the game was just, I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch the game. To be honest with you, I was on Facebook most of the night, and I was on Twitter most of the night. I was watching my Amazon Fire TV stick, watching Sanford and Son. Now that was more entertaining than the game was. It was. It was. Man. I hope Super Bowl 54 next year, whoever's in it, too early to tell. But we're going to switch gears here and talk about Saturday night. Now, Saturday night was the NFL Honors. Saquon Barkley got Rookie of the Year. That kid is spectacular. Shaquem Griffin. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but anyway, he got, I don't know what award he got. I know he got an award because it was on Instagram. Gosh, dog, I don't even know what award he got. I think he got, I don't know. It's right there. I don't know. But anyway, Patrick Mahomes. They call him Showtime Mahomes. Got the MVP of the Year award. And you know what? That was awesome. That was awesome. I mean, for a guy like this to come in his second season, to lead a team to the championship, didn't win, but that got Kansas City some recognition on the national stage. And the thing about Kansas City is that Kansas City isn't a big media town. It's not. Small market. A real small market. But congratulations to Patrick Mahomes, aka Showtime Mahomes, for winning the MVP award. Now, as I said, Bill Belichick, they're probably going back to New England today. Bill Belichick is probably going to be in his office tomorrow getting ready for the 2019 season. Sean McVay, let's just tip our cap to him. He and the Rams organization, let's just tip our caps out to him. Let's just tip our cap. Let's give him a hat tip. Because for a guy like that who is 33 years old, who can take a team everything. I mean, everything. Who can take a team from suck status to Super Bowl status? That's just, you know, yes, they didn't win the Super Bowl, but I mean, the last time that they were even close to the playoffs was 17 years ago. They played in the same Super Bowl that they got beat. It's all right. They did a lot better than people were expecting them to. People were saying, "Oh, you know, it's going to be the Saints." You know, the Rams did a good job this season. They did they did better. They exceeded, mind you, exceeded. They exceeded the haters. They exceeded their haters. They said, you know what? Nobody thinks that we can go to the Super Bowl. Boom, we made it. Nobody thinks that we will clinch the NFC North. Boom, we did it. They exceeded everybody's expectations. They did. Sean McVay, youngest coach in the NFL, 33 years old. 33 years old. That guy has a lot, and I mean a lot of years left in him. Jared Goff, a lot of years left in him. Todd Gurley, C.J. Anderson, lots of years left in the tank. The defense, tons of years left in the tank. You keep these guys together, and guess what? I bet you next year they'll be at the top. They'll be at the top because you have that kind of attitude and that kind of aggressiveness and that kind of initiative. And I mean, those guys can put on a show. Yeah, it's disappointing to lose the Super Bowl. Yeah. But they shouldn't hold their heads down. They did a lot better than what the naysayers said that they would do. And I wouldn't be surprised next year if they took it even further. Went to the Super Bowl and actually won the Super Bowl. But you have 31 other teams that want the same thing as you. Now, is the circumstance going to be different next year? Probably. Probably. You know, you have so many guys that are going to come into the draft that are going to make the NFL even more fun, even more spectacular, even more just awesome, even more explosive. You gotta watch out. You have to watch out. But nonetheless, hey, you know what? The Rams, great job on an awesome season. Patriots, congratulations on another win. Hey, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit for next year. People don't know what their team has to offer. They just don't. They don't. Anyway, YouTube, that does it for the 2018-2019 NFL season. I'll be back this afternoon because there's something that I really want to talk about. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. Once again, if you are new, do subscribe. If you are returning, do like, comment, and share this video out. If you're on the social media sites, do follow me on Instagram and Twitter at TonyGumble21. Remember, live your life the way you want to live it, not the way someone else wants you to. I'm Sheldon Pond, and I'm signing off. Talk to you later.